When you're going out every single day and you're eating fast food, one, it's easier to put on weight because you're eating a bunch of food that it's high in fat. And for the most part, sometimes it's higher in fat than it is on protein. And so that's one of the things that you want to consider, is that when you're looking at nutrition facts, is that, is this food higher in fat than it is on protein? And that's one of the things that quickly deters me from eating that food or putting that food back on the shelf, or keeps me from putting it in my cart, because I see it, I'm like, whoa, that's way too much fat and I'm not getting enough protein. I need to get my protein first. My fat intake is going to be the very last on my list, even though we do need some kind of fat, because a lot of these vitamins that we take in are fat soluble. I think one of them is vitamin E, vitamin D. Don't quote me off the top of my head, but there are a lot of vitamins that our body needs that are fat soluble. And so I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here. I think what I was supposed to be talking about is that once you start falling off, you just gotta find that center again. Because right now I'm 3 weeks without training in jiu-jitsu, and I told myself that I wasn't gonna go more than 4 months. And so this week right here, I'm not gonna go over a month for sure. So I'm gonna give myself this last week to get rid of this cough or whatever I have left in my system. That's primarily what it is, cough and mucus. And hopefully next week I feel a lot better and I'm good to go. But I told myself that for sure I'm not going longer than 4 months, because once you go longer than that, I mean, even in a week, you know, it starts to get difficult to get back to what you were doing. And I understand that there's going to be times that you're sick. I mean, there's going to be times that you're actually injured. You might have a broken bone or whatnot. I've trained through broken collarbones, and there are methods that you can use. Obviously, you know, you still have another arm, you still have your legs. You might not be able to train full body, but you can train certain parts of your body that aren't injured. And if you're sick and you really can't make it out to the gym that day, that's a call that you have to make. We all know when we're really sick and when we're not, and it's something that we have to figure out. For the most part, when I do go to the gym, sometimes I'll go to the gym sick if I'm actually still capable of moving, because at the end of the day, you got to remember, like, it's not just about looking good. It's about being healthy. And I don't want to go to the point where I'm jeopardizing my health, because if I do get sick, like if I, you know, don't take care of myself and I do get sick and I end up in the hospital, then that will prolong my recovery time and I won't be able to train for that much longer, for the simple fact that I didn't take care of myself. You know, as soon as I get sick, I start knocking back medicine because I want to get healthier as soon as I possibly can, because I want to get back to training. I don't want to go without training that long, because when you go without training for that long, it's harder to come back. You know, you start getting comfortable. The couch starts feeling good. The bed starts feeling good. Watching TV starts feeling amazing. You remember what it's like to live that sedentary lifestyle when you're not doing anything, when you're just chilling and relaxing. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you do have to remember that that's what got you in the position that you were in the beginning, in the first place, because that's how I used to live. I used to just, you know, eat fast food and game all the time. Like, that's all I ever did. You know, I ate Doritos, drank Monsters, Cokes, and I'm talking about regular Cokes. I'm not talking about Coke Zeros, Diet Cokes, or diet drinks. And so just try not to let it go too long. Take it easy when you're going back to the gym. Don't be so hard on yourself. I know that it's difficult sometimes. You tend to beat yourself up because you know that you haven't been training. But at the same time, you have to get back in there. Don't be too hard on yourself, and remind yourself that you're starting all over again. And if you have to take your time to build that momentum again, that's completely understandable, because building momentum is harder than losing the momentum. Letting off the gas, that's easy. You can coast and relax, and it feels amazing. You know, building that momentum, doing what you're supposed to be doing, that's the hard part. Getting that ball rolling again, doing what you're supposed to be doing. So with that being said, I think that's all for today's video. Like, comment, share. If y'all have any comments, feel free to send them my way. If y'all have any ideas, just send me a DM, and I'll get back to y'all next time. Peace.